Hello everyone, we apologize you for joining you slightly late here in the main gym. Luca DeSanto alongside me, Zach Silkaitis here for some exciting turkey tourney action. The opening game here as the York Dukes take on the Lane Tech champions in the first inaugural game here for high school basketball, today being the first sanctioned day for girls to be able to play. Like I said, joining you a bit late here, score 6-3 in favor of Lane Tech.
Larma gets around her defender. She takes the midi. Doesn't get it to go. Silkaitis gets the rebound, and she's going to draw the foul. Silkaitis, nice job getting that board off the missed shot from Larma. She's going to have two. First shot is not good for Silkaitis. Second shot up, and it's good. Duke's trailing by 3 here. Still 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Lane Tech's trying to move the ball up the court. Almost turned over. Nice pass into the lane. It's stripped away by Larma, and the Dukes are going to throw it away. Lane Tech still trying to figure something out, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be the Dukes' ball. Harris could not hold that ball in. Inbound to Callahan. Callahan taking it up the court. She's going to hand it off to Larma. Larma dribbling around the key. Silkaitis trying to drive. This is out to O'Brien. O'Brien looking to drive. She gives it back out to Larma. Larma with the deep three. Off the front of the rim. Lane Tech trying to take it up the court, and it's going to be stolen. Dukes, the drive, and it's off the back of the glass. Can't get that one to go. And it's going to be out of bounds. York ball. Going to be some subs here for Lane Tech. Entering the game is going to be Harris as well as Minner.
Be Ransom Marks set to trigger on the inbound. Mark's got to be careful of that 5-second violation. Poked away by O'Brien. Still on the floor is Lane Tech. Here it goes up top to Harris. Now back over in the corner to Bush. No shot clock here in this tournament, unlike the Tosh. Lane Tech can take their time. Still being hounded on defense. That ball off the mark there. And last touch by Marks. It is going the Duke's way. You know, Zach, the interesting thing about this York team is they have so many returning faces, as you have a completely returning starting 5 in Kehoe, O'Brien, Callahan, Larma, and Silkaitis.
Only really losing Filosa from last year from that starting rotation.
Callahan with this one on the left wing, giving this up top to Silkaitis. Larma. Down low, Callahan, layup is no good, but she gets the foul off. She will head to the stripe for 2.
Great vision from Larma, being able to find Callahan down in the paint open. Good job from her drawing that foul.
You know, Zach, there's definitely some optimism for the Dukes coming into this season. It was certainly disappointing only winning a regional semifinal game last year. There is definitely some more hope on the horizon.
Definitely this team. A lot of new faces as well, Luca. A couple freshmen getting called up very early on for this varsity team. Let's see if they can make an impact early on in this season.
Always interesting to see. Rarely see it here in York Athletics, but Coach Collins has not shied away from it in his tenure at York. So that'll be Maggie McCuckey coming in for Callahan. Kehoe trapping. Given across the court. Up ahead. Down low pass, and it is going the Duke's way.
Lane Tech just couldn't find anybody open. A little bit of a waywire pass.
Brian gives this over to Burnison. Now in the corner, Byrne. Bernison down low. Correction, Kehoe with the layup.
Nice take from Kehoe.
Making this a 7-all game now. And a travel is going to be called on Lane Tech.
Duke's going to have the chance to take back the lead.
And a timeout called by Lane Tech. 7-all your score. Staying tight here. Do not go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Back here in the main gym, O'Brien taking the ball up for the Dukes, giving it over to Bernison. Bernison, one of the freshmen being called up early here. Kehoe gets this one down low, but she is swatted by Scarlett Harris.
Harris, tough block there. She had nowhere to go.
Byrne has this one up top, getting traced back over to Bernison. Silkaitis found. Over to Kehoe. She drives, kicks out. O'Brien, a drive of her own. Seems to just be drive and kick. Silkaitis right at half. Trying to go to her left. O'Brien thought about squaring up for that one. Instead, she gives it over to Byrne for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Bernison, though. They reset up top. Silkaitis winds up for a three. It is good. Olivia Silkaitis.
Took a while, but the Dukes finally got the shot up. Great shot from Silkaitis.
Her first field goal of the night. And that ball deflected, staying with the champions. You know, Lane Tech overwent a change of name just a few years ago, going from the Indians to the champions. It's been well received. I think it's actually a pretty unique mascot to have. You don't hear that one that often.
No, definitely, especially in higher rated sports. Even in high school, that's a very uncommon name for a team.
Minier over to Ransom Marks now. That ball tipped away, almost got a backcourt violation there. Byrne with some nice defense. Kelly, and that ball is going the Dukes' way.
Dukes doing a great job at getting these turnovers early on. It's probably going to be a big factor in this game. Last year we saw lots of turnovers, especially in that last game of the season that caused Dukes to lose in that regional game.
Brian bounces this one to Silkaitis in the paint. She goes inside, and she is fouled, and she will go to the stripe now.
Another tough take from Silkaitis, trying to get to the board. They've been struggling to find a way inside the paint, but she found a way.
First free throw up and in. Duke's looking solid on defense so far, Zach. This is a 12-7 game now. Mellis trying to get across half. Byrne there to stop her. Kicks this one out, and it is off the mark for three. Rebounded, though, by Ransom Marks in the corner. Passes this one down low. Taken away by Silkaitis, given over to Van Euclid. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. It is stripped away, and that's going to be a foul called on the Dukes.
Ball got turned over. Van Hooklam tried to go back right at her, but a little bit too much elbow on that one.
Ransom Marks giving this one down low. Dukes doubling. It's blocked by Silkaitis. They get their rebound. Marks, just a few feet away from the basket, gets the jumper to fall. Byrne going behind, up ahead to O'Brien. Bryant still running by herself, trying to take this one across the court. Kicks this one out. Now Byrne going inside. And that foul is going to be on the floor.
Lane Tech doing a great job with the inside defense, limiting what they're able to do. They got the foul on that one. They've been doing a pretty good job so far.
And Burnison is found down low for two. Nice cut right there. Only 2 seconds left. Can they get a shot off? It's tipped away by Burnison. Correction, Zach, you tell me how much time is left in here.
5.3 seconds
5.3 seconds. Hard to see from our vantage point. Too many baskets in here.
Duke's going to have one more chance at a shot. Oh, they're in bonus.
Van Hooklam at the stripe for two. Misses her first. No more one-and-ones in the IHSA. You know, Zach, I mentioned that there's no shot clock in this tournament, but there will be shot clocks coming all around to every single high school. Will be required by the IHSA to have them in the regular season starting next year. Marks taking this one up. Only has a few seconds left to get a shot off. O'Brien tips it. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Zach, what do you think of that addition?
The shot clock addition is very good. It'll limit teams like we've seen in the past. DGN, they like, especially the boys team, they like holding the ball out when they gain the lead and just wasting time. And it really just limits the players' true abilities at winning. We saw them beat Bolingbrook last year, which is one of the best teams in the state. And just unfortunate, but definitely a great addition.
We will step aside now. Score 15-9 at the end of the first. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome you back. Start of the second quarter, just about underway. Maggie McCuckey in now for the Dukes, along with Burnison, O'Brien, Van Hooklam, and Silkaitis. Silkaitis played the entire first quarter. We'll see how long they keep her in for this second quarter. And O'Brien is set to the floor for that ball. It's picked up by Harris going the other way and gets an easy two to fall.
Early turnover against the Dukes.
Another one right there almost.
Struggling, trying to take in the ball for this press.
Burnison behind the back move, and she travels there. Lost in the sauce, Zach.
Lane Tech is going out really quickly, trying to force them to do things like that, turn the ball over. That's almost a second turnover already in this second quarter. Corner three on the mark there for Ella Bush. That was a high arc. I like that type of shot.
Lane Tech only trailing by 1 now. It's go time for the Dukes. Burnison up ahead to Van Euclem. Now up top to O'Brien, over to McCuckey. One more to Silkaitis. The three-pointer is up and no good. And foul on Van Euclem. Not completely sure about that one, Zach.
Yeah, she was going right after the ball, and they just called it on her. I'm not, like you said, not too sure what could have happened.
Another foul on the Dukes.
Great trap by the Dukes. Riley O'Brien trying to snatch the ball away from her.
Ball given in the corner now to Nealis. Down low, and it is taken away by Larma. Bounced over to Silkaitis now. Here they go the other way. Olivia Silkaitis getting doubled. Hands it back over to O'Brien. Now Burnison. McCuckey, pump fake. Goes right into contact. No foul. And it is turned over, taken away by Marks. Here it goes. Lane Tech the other way. No! It's taken away by the Dukes instead. O'Brien. And that one is out of reach for her. That was basketball, Zach.
McCuckey in that first play, she drove in, had nowhere to go, couldn't see her surroundings, kind of just chucked the ball out, turned it over. Dukes got it back, and there was a little bit of a miscommunication to turn that ball over once again.
Marks going inside, triple team. That ball just rims out. And Kayla Callahan back in, taking the ball up. Kehoe heading to the scorers table. Smart to put the starters back in as they are only up by 1. He had top of the key 3 off the mark from Burnison. Going Lane's way, and a jump ball. In comes Kehoe, out goes Burnison.
Duke's really struggling against that defense from Lane Tech, doing a great job at making them pick up their dribble and just locking them down.
Callahan giving this one over to Larma for 3. Rebounded by Silkaitis. And a mid-range shot off the mark for McCuckey. Another rebound from Kehoe. Callahan, pump fake, back out. McCuckey, Larma. Duke's trying to find a nice shot here. And Kehoe tries cutting for that ball, but it is tipped away by Lane Tech. Ransom. Battle on the floor for the ball. Nothing's going to be called. Down low pass. Marks. Blocked by Larma. And I just noticed, Zach, do you notice anything about Lane Tech? Do you notice anything?
They're all wearing pink shoes.
They are all wearing pink shoes. I believe those are Kobe's. Those are expensive.
Nice team drip.
That is nice team drip. Well thought out, ladies. Kehoe gets that ball knocked away. That's going to be a reach-in foul there, though.
Duke's drawing a lot of fouls early on in this game. Having some trouble with the turnovers. Let's see if they can change up their game plan, maybe. Figure out the press. I've been really struggling with that.
Larma getting hounded up top here. Trying to find an outlet. Bounces it down low to Callahan. That one poked away, staying with the Dukes.
Duke's still trying to penetrate that defense. They're causing a lot of fouls, but having trouble getting inside the paint still.
You know, Zach, I got to say how refreshing it is to be back here in the gym. I mean, we were here for volleyball, but to be back here for basketball is just a whole different thing. Larma with the big 3 there to extend the Dukes' lead.
Larma's first bucket of the day.
Harris gets this one intercepted by Larma. Now Silkaitis back over. Kehoe spinning. Kick out. McCuckey, pump fake, drives. Back out again. Kehoe winds up for three and airmails that one. Bush taking it the other way. Marks in the corner. Down low passes off of Silkaitis' leg.
Tried to find Vidal down in the paint. Threw it right off Silkaitis' foot.
Corner three, rims out there. Taken away by York. McCuckey in the corner, off the mark, rebounded by Callahan. Larma squares up from three. It is online. Avery Larma with their second three of the game, making this a 21-14 game in favor of the Dukes.
Larma starting to find her stride. The Dukes are leading by 7.
Corner three, off the mark for Lane Tech. And McCuckey is found on the fast break. Layup, oh, that's got to be a foul. Yes, it is.
Great job from the Dukes finally breaking that press, getting an open girl out down in the paint, and she drew the foul. Dukes started this game a little slow from 3, but Larma and Silkaitis have been helping them out from 3.
First one off the mark. Now in for the Dukes, 2 freshmen, Bernison and Maeve Lefevre. That's a name. Down low pass to Marks, and she gets a nice lay of her own. Silkaitis down low, pass miss, and ends up in McCuckey's hands off the mark, rebounded by Silkaitis again. Bernison over to Kehoe. Check from 3 is off the mark for Marks. Silkaitis up top. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. O'Brien getting worked on, has to kick this one out. Top of the key 3 for Bernison is online. Bench mob loving that one. 24-16 Dukes.
Dukes cannot miss for 3 this quarter.
Harris mid-range. No, to Marks with a nice layup right there. That was fancy stuff.
Nice switch of hands to get that bucket to go.
And ball is turned over. Lane Tech with another fast break opportunity, and it is off the mark for Harris. Bernison driving, kicking this one in the corner to Silkaitis. Another 3 ball off the mark. Fighting for the rebound, though. Back out, Bernison, another 3-pointer. Kehoe. Another chance here for the Dukes. Bernison drives inside, loses it, but she is fouled.
Dukes getting roughed up a little bit down there. Another foul against Lane Tech. That is her 4th foul this game.
O'Brien on the inbound. Giving this one to Bernison, now to Kehoe. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Heat check from Lefevre is off the mark. And O'Brien, nice swing out to Silkaitis. O'Brien going around. Silkaitis fakes, and it is stripped away by Marks again. Gets the 2 to fall. Lane Tech within 4 now. Bernison going coast to coast, down low to Silkaitis, and it is good for 2. And that should have been a travel right there, but it's stripped away by Kehoe nonetheless. She goes to her right, up, and she is fouled.
Kehoe, great change of pace. She really slowed herself down to get to that right side of the basket and got another foul drawn.
You know, Zach, I would be remiss to say that this is, in fact, Lane Tech's first year in the tournament. You know, we have been seeing them in some more of our athletic competitions. York Soccer still with a contract with them to play. Then they've been playing at York the last 2 years, and now they are joining our tournament. Nice to see an inter-city squad come in. One of the most populous schools in the state of Illinois. About 5,000 students. Can you believe that?
That's crazy to me. They've been doing a great job this game, though, especially on the defensive end.
Keogh's second free throw off the mark. O'Brien gets the steal there, gives it over to Lefevre. She goes up for 2, and she is fouled.
The Dukes are going to have another chance to extend their lead.
May Lefevre, the freshman.
The foul ratio for York to Lane Tech is just crazy right now. 5 for Lane Tech already.
First one falls. Oh no, first one is no good, excuse me. I need to eat my carrots. 20/20 vision. Second one falls though. 28-20. Just about a minute left here. Harris down low.
Just a little under a minute remaining. See if the Dukes can get a stop here and get one more bucket on the board.
Battle on the floor for the ball. It is going to Lane Tech. Bush gets this one almost intercepted by O'Brien. She recovers, though. Mielis. Bush back in the corner. Keogh steals this one away instead. Lefevre over to O'Brien. 30 seconds to go. Silkaitis driving inside and airballs that one. She gets her own rebound. Put back, also airballed, looking for a foul there. Lane Tech with less than 10 seconds. Harris, pull up mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Mielis. Down low again, intercepted by Kehoe. Can she get the shot off? Yes, she can. Ellie Kehoe at the buzzer to send it to half. 30-20, your score going into the lockers. My, oh my, Zach.
What a shot to end the half. Getting that off, now having a 10-point lead going in the halftime against one of the better teams in the tournament.
Certainly a move. We will step aside. Second half coming your way soon. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here to the main gym for the first day of the 12th annual York Thanksgiving Tournament. And Zach, we were just talking about it at the break, how grateful we are to not only have a boys tournament here, but also a girls tournament here as well. I mean, it's much younger than the boys tournament, but it is still growing. It's 8 teams, which is a lot for many Thanksgiving tournaments, much more than most have. It's usually just 4. But Zach, I mean, 4 days of action, Monday, Tuesday, no Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday. All you can watch basketball, 16 games in total. It is truly awesome.
Yeah, some great competition, especially this year. Waubonsee Valley returning. Lane Tech, one of the better teams, as well as York.
Interesting first day 1 matchup to see Lane Tech versus York. This is by far the most contested one. That ball taken away by Lane Tech. They trail by 10. The start of the third, that ball way off the side of the backboard, and Marks goes up and 1. Cutting the lead down.
Lane Tech's going to want to start off hot. Their offense have been very consistent this game, but their defense have been even better.
Converts on the end 1, making this a 7-point game. McCuckey, corner, top of the key.
Larma,
yeah, hitting off the backboard.
that's her third 3 of the game. She's up to 9 points.
That ball sailing out of bounds for Lane Tech. Sloppy play there. Kehoe getting this one across the timeline. Now over to Callahan, and she is blocked in the corner from 3. Ella Bush, her second block of the night.
Callahan could not release that in time. Unfortunate.
Foul down low there, called on Larma. Man, that was not a friendly block.
Lane Tech's defense has been phenomenal this game. Like I've been saying, they've been doing a great job at getting a ton of turnovers on the Dukes. The Dukes are going to have to change something. Maybe they talk something over at half, but it's not working so far.
They still trail by 10, but they definitely have some momentum going. And that's not the momentum you want. Marks called for a 5-second violation there. Turnover. O'Brien over to Kehoe now. Getting across the timeline to Callahan. Catches this one with 2 hands. Down low, Silkaitis. Too high there for Larma. Champions going the other way. Swing around pass in the corner to Harris. Is online.
That shot was butter, Luca. That had a high arc, like I've been saying. They got a lot of high arcs on this Lane Tech team.
They'll call that one a 2, though. Said her foot was on the line. O'Brien fouled on the shot, going to the line for 2.
Another foul for Lane Tech. They had 6 last quarter.
You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out some incredible Lane Tech athletes. Starting off, Sebastian Bernal of York Soccer. Absolutely electric player. Didn't get to see him this year, but, you know, they placed 4th in state, Lane Tech Soccer. They had an amazing run, just like last year, out of the blue. Harrison McCunis, incredible wide receiver for Lane Tech, holding so many offers. I'm excited to see where the young man goes. Gavin Ross, excellent defender for Lane football. Cole Calasi, an excellent wrestler. Just an all-around athletic school with some athletic guys, all sharing one common trait. There, Pierce Panther. Mellis almost gets this one stolen. Ball up top now. Harris over to Bush. Dukes look like they're going to make a sweep of substitutions after the next dead ball. And floater is good there. Mellis ripping through contact. Kehoe driving, kicking. Larma, another three. Airballed. Harris up ahead to Marks, getting doubled in the backcourt. Down low pass, fake. Mid-range shot off the mark, offensive rebound. Larma fighting for it with Marks. Jump ball. So now Byrne, Van Euclem, and Burnison will sub in. Callahan, Larma, and Silkaitis will sub out. Lane Tech's going to call a timeout. 7-point game, 34-27. York leads. We will step away. You are watching York Sports Network. Back here, Lane Tech with possession after the timeout. No possession for them. Kehoe taking this one away. And the tug is going to be called on the champions. York not quite in the bonus. Did you see that catch, Zach?
Blade is all right.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Saving Mr. Dowdy at the scores table.
Looked like Omar, the referee. Those who know.
That was his name, Omar. Omar, the referee. Great guy. Van Euclem up top at the wing. Burnison spinning. O'Brien. Ball deflected by Marks.
Duke's still leading, having trouble getting some momentum here.
McCuckey's going to come in. Kehoe's going to take a seat. Substitutions being made by Lane Tech as well. Vidal and Minier coming in. O'Brien up top now. Byrne at the left wing. McCuckey. O'Brien. And Euclid over to Byrne. Ball taken away. Marks getting hounded. Knocks down Byrne. Giving this one over into the corner. Vidal for three. Airballs that one. She's fighting for the rebound. Gives it back out. Another airball. Marks gets that one to fall.
She really bulldozed her way through that Duke's offense. She hounded her way through four different defenders, knocking one of them over. That's crazy.
That's
ball.
Skill. That's
skill.
Pure skill right there. Vega Ransom Marks really putting her team on her back right now. She's up to 16 of their 29, Zach. That is insane. When we come back, we will see if she can rally Lane Tech to a comeback. They are down 34-29. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome you back. Duke's up 5 right now, 34-29 your score. We apologize. We know the time and quarters are not displaying. We've just become aware that there is 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Like I said, a strong Duke's lead, though. I wouldn't say completely strong, only 2-possession lead, but hopefully they can still keep it. And that ball taken away by Marks in transition. Layup is good. And like we were saying before break, now she's up to 18 points. She is putting this team on her back. She's got to be careful. She's up to 3 personals. Coach obviously still keeping her in as she's been the center point of this Champions offense. Down low pass to Burnison. She goes inside. That one low. O'Brien face guarding Marks. She's able to get across the timeline. Still got to be aware of the 10-second violation regardless of the lack of a shot clock. Hesitation move. Corner kick, Marks. No good.
That is another foul against Lane Tech. Third one of the quarter. 2:57 remaining here in this third quarter.
Burr on the inbound, giving this one into Burnison. Cucky over to Byrne for 3. No good. Marks giving this one in the corner for 3. Off the mark. Bush. Lousy pass there. McCuckey. Over to Burnison. Turned over. Silkaitis got a hand on that one. It sails out. Staying with Lane.
Good job by Silkaitis stopping that play before they could get to the basket. Nobody else in front of her.
Larma and O'Brien will come back in exchange for Byrne and McCuckey. Silkaitis strips that one away. Here she goes. O'Brien's crafty move gives it up to Silkaitis. No good. Been acquired a game from Silkaitis, only 8 points from her. Marks getting across the timeline. Got to be careful of that back foot. Bush for 3. Banks it in. It's a tie game. 34 all.
The bank is open.
Larma. Burnison. Silkaitis up top. One more. Larma off the mark. That ball recovered, though, by the Dukes. Burnison goes diving for that one. No, they'll say it was last touch by Lane Tech. Minier tried going in to save that one.
1:06 remaining. Rosenberg, as well as Mellis, is going to be entering the game.
O'Brien down low. Larma. Kehoe. O'Brien driving inside. Kick out. 3 ball. No good. If it goes off the top of the shot clock, it is out of bounds. Now 44 seconds left in the third, that is. 44 seconds left in the third. 34 apiece. This game is certainly contentious. Harris. High pass there. Over to Ella Harris. Spin away. Spinning fade. Wow. That had a nice bounce to it, Zach.
Lane Tech takes the lead with that shot.
That is their first lead of this game. Can they hold it? O'Brien drives inside. No-look pass over to Burnison. Down low, Kehoe. Too high there on the layup. 4 seconds left. It's going to have to be a half-court heave.
10 seconds left.
Man, these hoops. Harris. Mid-range shot off the mark. Rebounded by O'Brien. She could get the shot off. Ooh, that was close. 36-34 your score. Lane Tech with its first lead of the game heading into the fourth, exactly where you want to be. We'll see if Coach Collins opts to leave in his starters for this entire fourth quarter. Lots of questions. We shall see what happens. You are watching York Sports Network. Scarlett Harris sets a trigger on the inbound for Lane Tech. We welcome you back. Start of the fourth quarter, 36-34 your score. Lane Tech with its first lead of the game. That ball last touched by O'Brien. Milas down low. Tight defense by the Dukes. That ball off for a lay. Lane fans looking for a foul. O'Brien gets that pass tipped. Silkaitis is there. She gets fouled. Ball will stay with the Dukes.
Another foul from Lane Tech. I'm surprised they're leading this game right now with how many fouls they've had. But still up 2. Plenty of time remaining for the Dukes to make a comeback.
O'Brien over to Silkaitis. Larma driving. Layup. Floater off the mark. Tough shot. Harris gets this one down low. And she gets that one to fall. 38-34 now. Lane Tech stacking up on their lead.
Duke's really struggling to find something here, especially breaking this press.
O'Brien going inside. That would have been a nice lay.
Also been struggling with free throws in this game, especially early on. Been missing a couple crucial ones. They've been going 1 for 2, but they could be tied right now with how many free throws they have missed.
That's a good point. That's actually gone pretty unnoticed in this entire game, Zach. That's definitely been a struggle for deficit. We will see if O'Brien can cut this lead down to 2. She misses the first one. Announcer's jinx. I apologize, Dukes fans.
Nice one.
O'Brien's second free throw is good. 3-point game now, 38-35 with 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Malis. Over to Harris. That shot blocked by Silkaitis. She throws it back inbounds. Larma's going to chase for it. LT somehow gets it back. 3-ball is off. Silkaitis with the board. Nice sequence there, holding LT scoreless. Kehoe Over to Larma up top. O'Brien open for three. She got it! Riley O'Brien tying this one up at 38 apiece. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left.
That's exactly what you want to see from your offense in this crucial moment in the game.
And that's a foul right there if I've ever seen one. Lane Tech retains possession. Coming up next here in the main gym, some more exciting turkey tourney action. Let me get my bracket pulled up. It is St. Charles East versus Prospect, and then in the South Gym it'll be Waubonsie Valley versus Oswego East. And I gotta say, Waubonsie Valley is the early favorite here as usual, Zach.
Per usual indeed, Luca.
Larma to Silkaitis. Oh! Lucy Bayless decked by O'Brien.
I don't think her feet were set, but the refs think otherwise.
I'd have to disagree. That was a tough fall. That puts O'Brien up to 3 personals. They're going to keep her in, however. She has been an integral part for this game. Literally just hit the game tying 3. Still
Just
38 apiece.
Over 5 minutes remaining.
Marks back in for Lane Tech. She has been the biggest option for this team.
That is O'Brien's 4th foul, and she is going to be subbed out.
Smart move there by Coach Collings. Got to make sure you preserve her for crunch time. I mean, this game might even go to overtime, Zach. That ball stripped away by Kehoe. She's not there in time. Like I said, Marks is back in. She's up to 18 points. And it's been scary that they've been able to take the lead without her in, Zach. She turns that one over there that time. There's Kehoe's reach being put to work, and she Euro steps her way inside, misses it, grabs the offensive board, back out up top. Larma, 3 ball off the mark. Now Burnison. And a jump ball. Jump ball arrow going to York. Burnison gets a screen from Silkaitis, now gives it down low. And that's going to be a blocking foul. Silkaitis will go to the line for 2.
Another tough take from Silkaitis in crunch time. Great job finding a way to the basket.
First free throw is good. The second is good. Silkaitis up to 10 now tonight, reaching double figures, and gets the lead back for the Dukes. 40-38 now with 5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Can the Dukes sustain? Van Euclid back in. Marks up top, giving this one in the corner. Burns for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, it is taken away by Larma. Now Silkaitis getting trapped in the backcourt. She needs some help, gives it up ahead to Burnison. Got to get it across the timeline before you hit the 10-second violation. Kehoe, pump fake drive. Nice layup and one, Ellie Kehoe.
Kehoe, a lethal shot in this game for the and one, taking their lead to 4 with the chance to take it to 5.
You know, she's been doing it all this game. We saw her buzzer beater just before we went to half, and now a wacky and one lay sends her to the line with a chance to make this a 5-point game in favor of the Dukes. But she can't capitalize on the free throws. Still a 2-possession game. 4.5 minutes to go. Malis. Over to Harris. Now Marks. Spinning! Oh, you're going to be called for a travel for that one. Yep.
She traveled a whole nother country with that one. Multiple steps.
Kehoe bouncing this one into Bernison. Up ahead, Silkaitis. Going inside, giving it down low. Van Euklem up top. Duke's just swinging around the horn. Bernison gets a screen set by Kehoe. Larma. Silkaitis. Van Euklem. Going inside, she gets fouled. It's kind of what the Dukes have been doing. I mean, it's a good strategy, just trying to draw the foul as best you can. If you can't find that look within like a 25, 30-second possession, just go in, try and get some contact. See that from the NBA superstars nowadays.
Especially the really bad players like SGA.
Yes. People play in their own respects. I'll say that, you know. Van Euklem makes the first, making this a 5-point game. And the second. 2-possession game now. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the fourth. Harris in the corner, marks. Pass all the way over. Malis gets fouled by Larma. Nothing to worry about. That's only her first personal. Marks up top for Lane Tech. Got to create something. Pump fake drive. Silkaitis is there to try and take this one away. It's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. It's in favor of Lane Tech. Three ball up and good. Ella Bush, another big-time three. Making this a 3-point game, and Marks gets the steal. Marks looking, gives this one out. Corner three up. Air ball rebounded by Silkaitis. That could have been costly right there. It's stolen again. Marks on top of Silkaitis. Down low, it's a 1-point game.
I have no idea what just happened there. That was definitely a sequence of events.
Silkaitis going in, she gets fouled.
I don't know if that should have been a foul back there, but I don't really understood what
I've never seen that happen. Never seen that happen.
They both fell, and then it looked like she was just sitting on top of Silkaitis.
I mean, you got to find. If she stood up, if she knelt up, she would have been called for a travel. So wherever you land is where you land, Zach. I've never seen that. Silkaitis misses her first. And a timeout called by York. Interesting when you have your shooter at the line. Looks like Silkaitis grabbing her hip. Hope all is fine there. And we will step away. It's a close one here. 44-43 with 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Duke's in control. Silkaitis' second free throw rims in. 45-43 now. The Dukes with the lead. Harris over to Marks. Down low. It's tipped away by Silkaitis in the hands of Kehoe now. O'Brien over to Bernison. Now Larma. Kehoe. O'Brien gets an opening, decides not to take it, gives it up to Larma up top. Now down low, Silkaitis found, and she gets that one to fall. 4-point lead now for the Dukes with 2 minutes to go. Marks down low, almost intercepted. Corner three up, no good for Bush. She had that clutch one earlier. Burnison grabs the board, gives it up ahead. Kehoe pushing. Silkaitis opts to slow it down, wait to get numbers back. Wise there. She would have been outnumbered on D. O'Brien finds Burnison off the screen. Campbell Gym getting loud for the home team. And Silkaitis, they're going to say that's a jump ball. Silkaitis saying that should have been a foul. The other team saying that was a clean strip. O'Brien. Minute and a half to go. Driving inside, kicking Larma. Burnison. O'Brien in 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Lane Tech. Here they go the other way. Bush squares up. Big time three. Can't she hit it? No, she can't. Kehoe grabs the board. Burnison giving this one up front to Silkaitis, slowing it down. Wise to choose some clock. They're going to get a foul off.
They're going to have to keep fouling. 1:05 left, leading by 4. And they just sent one of the best free throw shooters for the Dukes thus far this game, Silkaitis.
St. Charles East has just entered the gym, folks. Can we get it? Yeah. Look at that camera. Look at those candy stripe pants that they have on. Look at those candy stripe pants. That is Tennessee Volunteer colors. Those are awesome. I have never seen those. Silkaitis hitting her first free throw. Zach, your thoughts? Second free throw up and good.
Like I said before, one of the best free throw shooters for the Dukes thus far, and she went on to drain both of them. She's been really finding her stride late in this game. She has 15 points now, almost doubling since the start of the fourth quarter.
With that, we will step away. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back. 49-43 your score. 1:05 left. The Dukes with a 2-possession lead. But Lane Tech has been good at fighting back. Marks with it. Gives us one for 3 off the mark there for Harris. And O'Brien pushing it, stolen by Marks. Down low pass, foul. Hard one there. That's a nice sequence there for Lane Tech. Caught a break. O'Brien just kind of out of control there with the ball. Running too quick. Got to make sure you stay grounded. Now Harris at the stripe for 2. Makes her first. Her second one is good as well. 49-45, still a 2-possession game. but looking better for Lane. I don't know why she tried inbounding it. O'Brien. Giving this one to Kehoe. Getting this one across the timeline now to Silkaitis. Down low pass. Larmer found wide open. It's swatted away. Malis pushing. Giving this one to Marks. Marks fakes. Corner. Burns. Down low. Tough look, and it's a jump ball.
She definitely walks before that, but they decided to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Down low. Burns swatted by Silkaitis.
Another one for Silkaitis.
And now there is 15.7 seconds left on the clock. Lane Tech had a chance. I mean, they're still not away, but they really had a nice chance there. But Silkaitis just spun around, swatted it away.
She went right up to Marks and said, "Shut up, Marks."
First one off the mark. Second one off the mark. She gets her own rebound, and she is fouled again. Seems a bit hurt after that one. Step away as they look at her. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome you back. Bernison helped off the court after that nasty fall. Callahan in to shoot her free throws. That one rims around and out. 14.2 seconds left on the clock. Still a chance for Lane Tech. It'll still stay a one-possession game nonetheless. The second one is off the mark. It's rebounded. Here they go the other way. Lane Tech with a chance. Inside drive, down low. Marks gets the two to fall. It's a three-point game. And a timeout called by Lane Tech. They are not gone.
2-point game.
Excuse me, 2-point game. Even closer now. So with 6.8 seconds left, if you're Lane Tech, you're going to hope to get a quick foul off. Hopefully they miss one or both free throws. And, I mean, you still got some time. I mean, unfortunately in high school, just like college, you don't advance the ball after a timeout. But still have some time to get it across the court. But York's got to play hot potato here in the coming seconds. We will see what exactly they have crafted up.
Duke's been struggling against this press the entire time. They got to get something. Give it to Silkaitis, one of the most consistent free throw shooters tonight. Hopefully they foul her. But make sure they don't turn the ball over first.
It's Callahan on the inbound. Lane Tech is going to try and trap. Not even, just get the foul off. Silkaitis gets it in down low. That's a lot of time off, and a foul with 3.9 seconds left. So with this little time left, ideally, if I am coach or player, I'm hoping that they miss the first one, Zach. They make the second one so it doesn't take any time off the clock, trying to fight for the rebound itself. Dribble it up the court as fast as you can. Half-court heave, maybe even a three-pointer, hopefully. And send it to overtime. Silkaitis. First free throw, no good, short. And a timeout called by Lane Tech. They're going to try and ice her. Savvy move, 49-47. Zach, your thoughts?
Dukes, this free throw is pretty crucial here, just in case they have to get a three-point shot off for Lane Tech. So hopefully Silkaitis can drain this.
The gym holding its breath right now. Obviously, for Lane Tech, it's not easy to play against the home team at their own tournament. This would be a huge day one win and upset. I mean, everyone knew coming into this game this would be the greatest game. You do ask yourself why the board itself would give York such a tough first-round game, because they believe in the Dukes.
They just got to get the clock down. Maybe it's like 1.3 seconds and just get out.
Silkaitis, second free throw is good. 3.9 seconds left. They got the timeout off. Again, the ball does not advance unless York fouls, which that would do nothing. Full timeout. 3.9 seconds remaining. Zach, what are you drawing up in the huddle?
Definitely, you got to get a three-point shot up. I don't think going for the and one is very likely scenario here. Get it to one of your better shooters. Maybe number 4. She has been doing great today. Number 5, Harris. Harris has had a couple great three-point shots this game.
Also got a point out number 30, Ella Bush. Yep, here she is coming back in. She has been electric from 3. It looks like you said, Scarlett Harris is also going to come in. So just some elite shooters. If you are the Dukes, you're going to want to put in some elite defenders. And it looks like it's going to be Harris to inbound. They're going to send everyone into the front court, though, so she's going to have to maybe not. I'm not completely sure what the idea is here. Just get a quick pass in. Another quick pass to either Bush, Harris, or Minier. And here it is. Callahan guarding the inbound. Only 2 seconds left. They get it across court. It's in the hands of O'Brien, and that does it. The Dukes run away with this win. 50-47 your final score. That final point, a 1-for-2 free throw trip by Olivia Silkaitis to seal that one. What a sweet game. The Dukes will go on to play in the championship bracket. Meanwhile, Lane Tech will compete for either 3rd, 5th, or 7th place. With that, I have been Luca DeSanto. Alongside me has been Zach Silkaitis. We will join you shortly for Oswego East versus St. Charles North.